inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between our visitors and the San Francisco 49ers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. A little juke. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
To throw on second down, Hawkins. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action, Hawkins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Hawkins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Hawkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin theirs. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Holding. Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards for number 11.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10, Hawkins. And he will find his man on the outside. Hands it off out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake, Hawkins. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hawkins. Wide open receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Hawkins. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Was this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. McIntyre. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Flyers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Off the bootleg, Hawkins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Hawkins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Off play action, Hawkins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Hawkins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Hawkins. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. He's such a good route runner, shows it there on 3rd down, very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. To throw on 2nd down, Hawkins. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studio. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 4. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He'll buy some, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
A gain of 13 yards.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And it is the Chargers who have the lead in the second quarter. The Chargers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Gillislee, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting LA Rams. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they too did throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Looking to throw on second down. Hawkins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 68 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Houston set to take over. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Hawkins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
They'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw here. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 3 yards out.
And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
But they tried to get 2. And ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Looking to throw. Hawkins. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That gain on third down, good for 28.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.